investment. When it comes to money, saving is often the very first lesson we're taught. Your parents probably told you, don't waste money, put it aside for the future. And while that advice sounds simple, here's the shocking truth. Most people, whether in the USA or India, are saving the wrong way. In fact, the way they think about saving is the biggest mistake holding them back from building real wealth. And the problem is universal. In the United States, people fall into one trap. In India, people fall into another. But at the core, the mindset is the same. They confuse saving money with building wealth. So today, investment. Let's break down the 4 biggest mistakes people make with saving and how the approach looks totally different between the USA and India. Here's the biggest misunderstanding. And people think that as long as money is sitting in a savings account, they're secure. But what most don't realize is that inflation is quietly stealing from them every single day. Take the USA. Investment. The average savings account pays maybe 0.5% to 1% interest, but inflation has been hovering around 3-4%. That means every year your money is losing value. You might feel safe seeing the same number in your account, but what you can buy with it is shrinking. Now let's look at India. People there often prefer keeping money in a bank's fixed deposit, earning maybe 6-7% interest. That sounds better, right? But here's the catch. Inflation in India often runs at 5-6%. And when you add taxes on the interest, your growth isn't much growth at all. So the first mistake is universal, treating savings as the final destination. Real wealth isn't built by just saving, it's built by investing. Whether that's in stocks, index funds, real estate, or even your own skills, your money has to work harder than inflation. This is where the cultural difference really shows. In the USA, lifestyle inflation is a massive trap. As soon as someone gets a raise, they upgrade everything: car, apartment, vacations, even the daily Starbucks habit. Their savings rate doesn't increase, but their expenses skyrocket. In India, the story is slightly different. People are naturally more cautious with spending, but lifestyle inflation is creeping in, especially among the younger generation in big cities. The rise of credit cards, online shopping, and an EMI payments has made it easy for people to look rich while secretly being broke. Here's the truth, no matter which country you're in, if your expenses rise every time your income rises, you'll never break free. The smarter move: keep your lifestyle steady while your income grows and funnel the difference into investments. That's how you create freedom. One of the biggest mistakes people make is copying others' saving habits without understanding context. In the USA, the financial advice is often max out your 40 fund, invest in index funds, open a Roth IRA. That's great advice if you're American and living in the US tax system. But it doesn't apply to someone in India. In India, the traditional advice is buy gold, get a fixed deposit, or invest in real estate. And while those made sense decades ago, times are changing. Real estate isn't always the jackpot it used to be. Gold protects value, but doesn't create real growth. The point is, this copying what works in another country or for another family might not work for you. Every economy, every culture, and every personal situation is different. Smart savers think independently and adapt habits that actually fit their lives. Finally, the most overlooked mistake: saving without purpose. In the USA, people save just in case. They'll keep a bit in the bank, investment, maybe set aside for a vacation, but there's no structured plan. The result: they undersave for retirement and panic in emergencies. In India, many people save with vague intentions, like for the children's marriage or to buy a home. While that's cultural, the problem is they don't calculate how much they'll actually need or when. So they either fall short or lock money into assets they can't easily use. Here's the secret: saving only works if it's tied to a specific goal. For example, I'm saving 10,000 for an emergency fund. I'm investing 500 a month for retirement. I'm putting aside 20% of my income to buy a home in 5 years. When you attach a number and a timeline, saving becomes a strategy instead of a vague hope. So what's the biggest saving mistake everyone makes? It's not just about putting money aside. It's about putting it aside in the wrong way for the wrong reasons, or without a plan at all. Whether you're in the USA or India, the lessons are clear. Don't confuse saving with investing. Don't let lifestyle creep steal your future. Don't blindly copy others' habits. And don't save without a clear goal. Because at the end of the day, saving is not about watching numbers sit in a bank account. It's about building freedom, security, and opportunities. Investment. And that only happens when you treat saving as the first step, not the final destination.